Thousands of years ago, ancient civilizations like the Sumerians left behind stories about powerful gods who came from the sky. Zecharia Sitchin, a researcher, believed that these stories were not myths, but real history. He argued that an unknown planet, called Nibiru, existed in our solar system, and that beings from this planet, called the Anunnaki, visited Earth long ago. These visitors were responsible for human civilization, technology, and even the creation of humans. Sitchin based his ideas on ancient texts from Mesopotamia, Egypt, and the Bible. He believed that the Anunnaki came to Earth to mine gold and used genetic engineering to create humans as their workers. Over time, these gods taught humans about writing, agriculture, and astronomy, which helped build great civilizations like Sumer, Babylon, and Egypt. The 12th planet explains how the Anunnaki influenced early human history and how their planet's orbit affected events on Earth. According to Sitchin, Nibiru has a long, elliptical orbit and returns to our solar system every 3,600 years. He believed that ancient records described past encounters with Nibiru and that its return could bring major changes to our world. This video summary will present Sitchin's ideas in simple terms, dividing them into 10 chapters. Each chapter will explore a different part of his theory, from the discovery of ancient texts to the story of the Anunnaki and their influence on Earth. The Sumerians, one of the world's first civilizations, emerged suddenly around 3800 BCE in Mesopotamia, displaying remarkable advancements in writing, mathematics, and astronomy. Their cities, such as Ur and Uruk, housed vast temples and sophisticated administrative systems, with cuneiform script preserving their knowledge. Strangely, their texts spoke of the Anunnaki, powerful beings who descended from the sky to teach and rule over them. Unlike later abstract deities, these gods were depicted as physical entities who lived among humans, raising questions about their true nature. Some scholars, including Zecharia Sitchin, speculated that the Anunnaki were extraterrestrial visitors from a distant planet, Nibiru, who brought advanced knowledge to early humans. Sumerian astronomical records and their base 60 mathematical system, still influencing modern timekeeping, suggest a level of understanding far beyond what was expected for their era. Archaeological discoveries of detailed celestial maps, temple blueprints, and advanced metallurgy hint at knowledge either inherited from an unknown source or introduced by an external influence. Despite their eventual decline, the Sumerians left an enduring legacy, shaping later civilizations through their myths, inventions, and governance. Yet their mysterious origins and sudden rise to greatness continue to puzzle historians, leading some to wonder: did humanity's first great civilization develop entirely on its own, or was it guided by something or someone beyond this world? The Sumerian texts describe the Anunnaki as powerful beings who descended from the sky and played a key role in shaping early human civilization. These beings were divided into two groups: 300 stationed in the heavens as watchers, known as the 𝙀𝙀, and 600 who lived on Earth, actively interacting with humans. They were said to have advanced knowledge of astronomy, engineering, and even genetic science. Zecharia Sitchin proposed that they were not mere gods, but extraterrestrial visitors from a distant planet, Nibiru. Artifacts and ancient carvings depict them with wings, helmets, and objects resembling modern spacecraft, raising questions about their true nature. Some texts describe Enlil and Enki, two leading Anunnaki, assigning roles to their people and even engaging in conflicts over human affairs. The Anunnaki were also credited with building Eridu, one of the first known cities, and guiding humans in agriculture, writing, and governance. Were these myths mere imagination, or do they hint at a forgotten connection between humanity and beings from beyond our world? Nibiru, known as the planet of crossing, was described in ancient Mesopotamian texts as a celestial body that periodically re-entered Earth's vicinity. According to the Sumerians, Nibiru followed a long elliptical orbit, appearing every 3,600 years, bringing with it both destruction and renewal. The Babylonian epic of creation states that Nibiru was a rogue planet that entered our solar system, colliding with a primordial world called Tiamat. This cataclysmic event led to the formation of Earth, the asteroid belt, and even the Moon. Sitchin believed that Nibiru was home to the Anunnaki, an advanced race that visited Earth in ancient times. Astronomical records suggest that Mesopotamian priests observed a celestial body that moved differently from known planets, reinforcing theories about an unknown massive object beyond Pluto. The anticipation of Nibiru's return was seen as a time of upheaval, echoed in biblical prophecies of the Day of the Lord, an era of great change. Some scholars speculate that alignments of ancient structures, such as the Great Pyramid, indicate an advanced understanding of celestial movements, possibly linked to Nibiru's past influence. Could modern astronomy one day confirm the existence of this mysterious planet? Or is it merely an ancient legend with symbolic meaning? According to Sumerian texts, the Anunnaki needed workers for their gold mines, but early humans were too primitive for the task. Enki, their chief scientist, proposed a groundbreaking solution: genetic engineering. Using the DNA of an Anunnaki and a primitive hominid, they created a hybrid, the first true human. Sumerian myths describe how Enki and the goddess Ninhursag worked in a house of Shimti, a place where the breath of life was given. Ancient seals depict a goddess holding a newborn, flanked by flasks and symbols of DNA-like strands. The first attempts were imperfect. Some beings were deformed, others sterile. Eventually, a successful prototype, Adapa, was created, described as having the skin of a god, a smooth, hairless body, unlike early hominids. The Bible's story of Adam and Eve shares striking similarities, especially the notion of humans being created in the image of the gods. This suggests that ancient myths may have preserved a memory of real genetic experiments performed by the Anunnaki. Did humanity's rapid leap in intelligence come from natural evolution, or was it the result of advanced intervention from beings beyond Earth? Gold was more than a precious metal for ancient civilizations. It was the key to the Anunnaki's mission on Earth. According to Sumerian texts, the Anunnaki came in search of gold, a vital resource they needed to restore their planet's failing atmosphere. Ancient mining sites in southern Africa, some dating back over 100,000 years, suggest that extensive gold extraction took place long before recorded human history. The texts describe how the Anunnaki, initially tasked with mining, revolted due to the harsh labor, leading to the genetic creation of humans as a replacement workforce. Sumerian myths portray Enki, the god of wisdom, overseeing these operations, while Ea, another Anunnaki leader, was depicted in ancient carvings emitting powerful rays, possibly protective shields for underground mining. Gold's divine significance persisted through history. Egyptian pharaohs were buried in golden tombs, and biblical accounts describe gods demanding golden offerings. Was gold's importance purely symbolic, or does its electrical conductivity hint at an advanced extraterrestrial technology? Could the Anunnaki's quest for gold explain why human civilizations have revered it for millennia? The Sumerians believed that kingship was not a human invention, but but a divine gift. According to ancient texts, before crowns and scepters were ever placed in human hands, these symbols of rule lay deposited before Anu in heaven. Only when the gods decided did kingship descend from heaven to earth. The Anunnaki, needing an intermediary between themselves and the growing human population, appointed kings to act as their representatives. These rulers were not just political figures, but also religious leaders, carrying out the will of the gods. The first royal city was Kish, and from there, kingship spread to Uruk, Ur, and other cities. The famous Sumerian king list records these rulers, some of whom supposedly reigned for thousands of years, suggesting either divine lifespans or symbolic records of an ancient, forgotten past. Interestingly, biblical traditions echo this, with Nimrod, believed to be linked to Kish, described as the first mighty king of Mesopotamia. Even Egyptian and Indus Valley civilizations, emerging centuries later, show striking similarities to Sumerian governance, hinting that the Anunnaki may have shaped multiple early societies. Was kingship a natural evolution of human society, or was it part of a larger, deliberate plan by beings who once ruled from the heavens? The Anunnaki were not always in harmony. Their conflicts shaped the fate of humanity and the earth itself. According to Sumerian records, these celestial beings waged fierce battles for power, often with catastrophic consequences. One such tale tells of 𝙄𝙄, a rebellious deity who stole the sacred tablet of destinies from Enlil, disrupting divine order and nearly overthrowing the gods' hierarchy. Another epic battle involved Marduk, who was chosen to confront Tiamat, a chaos deity, in a celestial war that led to the formation of Earth. The rivalries between Enki and Enlil, two of the most powerful Anunnaki, also played a crucial role in human history, as their struggles influenced which civilizations thrived or fell. The Great Flood, a story echoed in the Bible and the Epic of Gilgamesh, is said to have resulted from these divine conflicts, as Enlil sought to cleanse the earth of humans while Enki secretly helped them survive. These ancient accounts suggest that wars between gods were not mere myths, but may have been real celestial events or conflicts among advanced beings that left a lasting impact on humanity. Were these tales symbolic of natural cosmic phenomena, or do they hint at an ancient extraterrestrial influence over human destiny? The Great Flood, a story echoed across cultures, was not just a myth, but a defining event in human history. According to Sumerian texts, the gods convened and decided to wipe out humanity, keeping their plan a secret. However, Enki, one of the leading Anunnaki, defied the decree and secretly warned a man named Ziusudra, later called Utnapishtim in Akkadian and Noah in the Bible, about the impending catastrophe. Enki instructed him to build a massive boat, preserving his family and the seed of all living things. The flood came with terrifying force. Thunder roared, black clouds darkened the sky, and raging waters swallowed entire cities. After days of destruction, the storm subsided, and Ziusudra's boat rested on Mount Nisir, much like Noah's Ark on Mount Ararat. When he made a sacrifice to the gods, they crowded like flies around the offering, suggesting their desperation after the flood. This event marked a turning point in history. Before the flood, kingship was held by the gods. After it, it was passed to humans. Was this a real celestial disaster caused by Nibiru's return, or an ancient record of divine intervention? The departure of the Anunnaki was not abrupt, but a carefully planned event, marked by rituals and celestial alignments. Ancient Sumerian texts describe the farewell of Anu and Antu, the highest-ranking gods, who left Earth in a grand ceremony. The The departure was meticulously timed. On the 17th day, 40 minutes after sunrise, the gates were opened and they were carried in a procession, accompanied by priests, hymns, and torches illuminating the cities. As they left, the people lit fires in their homes, offering banquets in honor of the gods, signifying both reverence and sorrow. This grand exodus coincided with the decline of Mesopotamian civilizations, suggesting their rule was instrumental in maintaining order. Some accounts even imply that the Anunnaki left aboard celestial chariots, possibly spacecraft, reinforcing theories that they were extraterrestrial visitors. With their departure, humanity was left to govern itself, marking a shift from divine kingship to human rulers. Were the Anunnaki simply departing deities, or did they return to their home planet, leaving behind only myths and monuments as evidence of their presence? Nibiru, the so-called planet of the gods, is believed to follow a vast elliptical orbit, bringing it close to Earth at long intervals. Ancient Mesopotamian texts describe it as the planet of crossing, symbolized by a cross, and its appearance was associated with great upheavals and new eras. The Babylonians recorded that when Nibiru neared, it caused massive floods, powerful storms, and shifts in Earth's climate. Sitchin linked this to biblical prophecies of the day of the Lord, when the skies would darken, the earth would tremble, and history would be rewritten. Astronomical records suggest that Nibiru was an observable celestial body that crossed Jupiter's station, becoming visible to ancient sky watchers. While modern science has yet to confirm its existence, some astronomers have speculated about an undiscovered Planet X that could explain irregularities in outer planetary orbits. Could Nibiru be real? And if so, will its return bring another chapter of cosmic transformation? As you ponder the mysteries explored in this video, consider how modern discoveries continue to challenge our understanding of the universe. The Sumerians looked to the skies and saw gods. Today, we gaze at the cosmos through the Hubble Space Telescope, uncovering distant exoplanets, cosmic structures, and galaxies billions of years old. Einstein's theories on black holes and wormholes suggest the possibility of shortcuts through space-time, gateways that could allow advanced beings to traverse the universe far beyond our current capabilities. If the Anunnaki were real, could they have harnessed such knowledge long before us? Jupiter, with its swirling storms and enigmatic moons like Europa and Ganymede, remains one of the most mysterious planets in our solar system. Some scientists speculate that beneath its icy surfaces, liquid oceans may harbor life. Could Jupiter have once played a role in the journeys of celestial visitors? Science fiction legends like Arthur C. Clarke envisioned extraterrestrial civilizations far more advanced than our own, warning that our greatest limitation may be our inability to perceive beyond the narrow spectrum of human senses. Our ears detect sounds between 20 Hz and 20 kHz. Our eyes see only a tiny fraction of the electromagnetic spectrum, between 430 and 790 terahertz. What might exist just beyond our perception? Energies, frequencies, or even beings we are simply not equipped to detect. Imagine a distant planet, shrouded in mystery, orbiting closer with each passing millennium. Picture a race of advanced watchers existing in wavelengths beyond our comprehension, waiting for the right moment to return. If the limitations of human perception keep us blind to what lies just beyond, then the greatest mystery may not be where we came from, but what has been here all along, hidden in plain sight.